Another one of our TDs who's come out to support from a county also very full of forest and woodland heritage, and a bit of a political poet himself, Joe Higgins.
Thanks, Richard, and I want to say at the outset that the Socialist Party very strongly supports the motion in by the ULA comrades, and it's crucial that the issues here are brought out in full view of the Irish people, who by a huge majority, in my view, would be absolutely opposed and are absolutely opposed to this move. Now, as Richard just says, history are a very important part of our history, and actually our literary history as well relates to the forests. Now, it's a long time since I was in secondary school myself, unfortunately, but one of the beautiful poems that we learned in Irish, I still remember, which was called Kilcosh, and the two first lines of it were dhéanfaimid feasta tá deireadh Coillte Lore, and it dates all the way back to the 1700s, and it was lamenting the desecration of a rich area of woodland which was related to the imperialist control and intervention at that time. There's another wonderful song called Portmore by the Canadian-Irish singer Loreena McKennit. Do look it up on YouTube and play it. It's a beautiful song. Again, from a few hundred years ago, it's lamenting the forests at Portmore, County Antrim, were knocked actually in a storm, but then were floated away by the private interests in the interests of imperialism. Fast forward to today, and isn't it incredible that after our people threw off the direct yoke of imperialism, we have the new financial imperialism of the financial markets dictating now that our forests should be privatized in this way. It's history repeating itself in a perverse way that in my view is absolutely opposed by the Irish people. My last point is, yes, we should have a huge mobilization of people power, but I want to say in particular in relation to one organization or a few organizations that have a particular responsibility here. The Trade Union Impact did a very, very good report and analysis in opposing the privatization of Coillte, with wonderful facts, figures, and really strong and pervasive arguments with reference to the detrimental consequences in other countries where this was tried. That is a union that has spent the last several weeks inside with the government working out this nefarious Croke Park deal. I'm calling on that union and on the unions generally, particularly those that represent workers in Coillte, to protect this natural resource and to protect their own workers and workers going into the future by taking very strong action, including industrial action if necessary, in order to stop this process in its tracks. And the union should tell the crowd in here, and the Labour Party in particular, that this will not be tolerated. And that should go hand in hand with a movement of people power as represented here and in other areas in order to stop this absolutely objectionable and revolting proposal to privatise critical areas of our natural resources.